very big responsibility and honor as well. Praise the Lord. There are people who are far richer than you are, but they are not here or being called to do the work. Praise the Lord. There are people too more knowledgeable than you are, but they are not here to do the work. That you are called to a divine responsibility. Take it like a very big honor. Praise the Lord. Very, very important. But however, we must also know too well that now that few of us are choosing, how do we optimize this responsibility, this space that is given to us? How do we do it? But on the contrary, we have reasons why this thing will not be done, even in our time. We give reasons. We'll look at some of these reasons when we are done. I know I have a very short time. When we are done, then we'll reevaluate ourselves to actually know where we are standing. Praise the Lord. You know, Jesus Christ said something. He said, that is in John chapter 9, verse 4. If you are there, please help us, media, you can project it. Book of John chapter 9, verse 4. He said, look, men should walk during the day, for night cometh where no man can walk. Like many people, just like myself, we try to procrastinate. You know, we have reasons why some things will not be done. So some of us, you know, I will be criticized if I take my space. People will talk. I don't think I can face it. I must tell you this morning, there is nobody without e-talk. If you are too fast in life, people will say, we don't know how he's able to do it. There is something behind it. If you are too slow, don't mind him. Something is worrying him. Praise the Lord. I want to encourage every one of us this morning. Don't look at any excuse. Don't know. And secondly, too, my time may not be your time. Don't look at others who are not doing well. After all, they are others. It's even better than myself. So for that reason, I should wait. My time may not be your time. You must understand the times you are in, your own time. Praise the Lord. I'm not coming to church for maybe a certain activity. You say, after all, look at that man. Brother Paul is not coming. You don't know that responsibility I'm carrying out for God somewhere. But you have the time to be or to do God's work. Why not do it? Occupy your space. And at the end, as you occupy your space, you are doing something. It may not be the pastor of the church to come into this place to preach. There are other little things you can do in the church. They contribute in one way or the other, building the people of God. Praise the Lord. A word of encouragement can help somebody. Isn't it? When you appreciate somebody in church, sometimes you think these people, all of us you see here, all of us will have high self-esteem. Not true. Maybe me, one of them. There are times I look at myself like, you know, I'm not like, let me just hide into my share. But when you bring me out, it could help. Praise the Lord. Know for sure that timing is very, very important. See, we must quickly carry out the task assigned us by the one who sent us. The night is coming, and there no one can walk. Praise the Lord. We must quickly. Let's not delay. It is very, very important. Then another big challenging issue is what? Availability versus ability. You have the ability, but you are not available. How can we explain that? You have been endowed, but you are not available. I know we have different reasons why you are not available. You know, like me, if you ask me, I will say my work. But God gave me the work. If you ask me, I will say, you know, my children, they are very troubled, so I have to make sure they are intact. But God gave me the children. Other things I have become a life. Maybe the other job that I do, God made them possible. Why not use that advantage as an encouragement to launch yourself into what? Doing the work of God. Please, can we look at Exodus chapter 4, verses 9 and 10. Exodus chapter 4, verses 9 and 10. We are going to consider somebody whom God specially commissioned. Like we have been commissioned, we have been ordained to carry out God's work. But what? He's kept on saying different things. When you encounter God face to face, you imagine, if you encounter me, you can stand and say, well, for so reason, I don't think I can do it. But this is a man that encountered God. Moses, in the wilderness, the burning bush. And you see how they got to say God. I not go school. He may not preach, but there are so many things you can do for God. I will tell you, there was a time in this church, whenever I'm in church here, I always see cobwebs, the smallest of them hanging. My eyes will always go to them. God was calling me to do some of those things, clean them up. I didn't see the reason. When I'm in church, pastor is preaching, I don't see those things. I say, but there are people who should do it now. That one is too small now. There are people who should see this thing. But God was actually telling me, remove this cobweb. But in my own mind, I was saying, but there are people who clean the church. They should see it, not me. But if there is something that is not so right with you in the church of God, instead of complaining, why not see it as an avenue God is talking to you? This thing, fix it. This church, they visit people. And you see where they do, they visit people. God may have been telling you by that, go and be visiting people. There was a time, it was just complete, see church property, see them. People not even they see them, they just litter everywhere. Who should see them? I'm the one seeing them. I should be the one to take up the responsibility to do it. Praise the Lord. So ask yourself this morning, those things you always complain about in church or about a particular person, don't you think God is telling you to take action